we are for another read. So welcome back. Let's get straight to it. Seriously, let's get straight to it. The first card that I pulled out was you having guilt when it comes to you performing, doing things. This could be your arts and crafts, your passions. You feel like you have to perform or like you got to work for it. Spirit's like saying like you have so many like miracles and blessings coming your way by you like going after your endeavors. And I'm seeing like Spirit's like warning you like don't let your insecurity and impatience get in the way of this. What you require is balance. And I'm only seeing the reason why you're having like this guilt is because like you're performing for others or you're doing like things for other people. And what Spirit's like saying like you need to stop pretending to yourself about this vanity life because everything requires work. You got to be honest with yourself. Everything requires work. It just depends what kind of work you want to be working towards. And this is what the divine is like letting you know, like release this. Release this expectation, release this impatientness and this insecurity that's creating this guilt and shame cycling through your passions and creativity, or it leads you to where like you're pausing yourself or stalling yourself from expanding and growing as an individual. And Spirit's like saying like the moment you release this and you like release like this illusion or like this image that you have in your mind, the faster you are at expanding and growing as an individual. Especially because right now you've been complacent. There's something that you've been like settling down with. And actually like dwindling. Something within like your foundation is just like coming to like an end. This could have been something that was like rooted into you or planted into you. Making you feel like, you know, performance has to be this. And this is why Spirit's like showing you like this truth bomb, because it's a sweet reality, but once you realize that this is the reality of things, that's when it all clicks. That's where you get the liberation, that peace of mind. And let's see what else the divine has to say. Okay, Spirit guides, Spirit grace size. Good. What else do they need to know about this situation? Yeah, because literally you're coming into a completion. You're letting this go. Whether you like it or you don't like it, this is coming to an end. And this is like you killing an old version of yourself where you felt like, you know, oh, let me just skip the steps. But at the end of the day, you're still going to have to put in the work. You're going to have to put the reps in if you want to create something or you want to build something. And this goes for anything in your life. What else, Spirit guides? And I'm seeing like right now you're like in a period of grieving it, but Spirit's like saying like even though you're feeling that grief of like this old version of yourself dying, there's a bright side coming. The sun is coming out. There's good things coming your way. And I'm seeing like you have some ancestors that are watching over you. They're guiding you through this whole process. Again, they're letting you know that there's miracles. By you allowing this to let go, you're attracting better and greater things into your life. I'm hearing like this is a perpetual cycle. Okay, spirits. What else? Yeah, because you have to show gratitude. Show gratitude like towards everything that you have accomplished and gotten in life. Especially the lessons and especially this realization that you're being presented like, hey, I know this is a harsh truth. This is a hard pill to like swallow right now. But it's actually going to benefit you in the long run. The sooner you finally like let it go, the quicker you are at growing and expanding whatever you're wanting to build. And literally a lot of this has to do with your passions. This is really going to help you like, you know, not feel like you're performing or like you're doing things just because you have to do them, especially when it comes to your creativity. I'm seeing a lot of creative like energy here. Sorry about that. Let's get back to it. Earlier I just pulled a few cards while I have this on pause. The cycle that you're completing is hurting yourself to please others. So like the people pleasing, you've been giving out your energy and power and creativity out to others rather than investing in yourself. I'm seeing heavily on the divine masculine, and also like you're in a divine masculine within yourself. Another thing that you're healing as you're like coming through to like this whole completion is healed deep rejection templates. You're healing the rejection of like, you know, you pursuing things that you want to do and, you know, feeling like you're being at stake of being rejected by those around you and close to you that, you know, love and care about you. You're healing that part. Because you're realizing that, you know, by you accepting the fact that you're just going to be you, you're going to shine regardless, it's going to really feel you way more better, and it's really going to take your power back. Because whenever you give people that attention or that power, that them leaving your life or them, you know, rejecting you, judging you for the things that you're into, that's really like holding you back energetically. I'm going to be honest with you. Is there anything else? Yes, because you having like these rejection like wounds like active in your life is you literally getting in your own way. It's literally you getting in your own way from actually going the whole mile with the things that you actually enjoy in your life. And that's just like a straight up illusion here. But this is like what you're growing out of. Like you're pulling out that weed from your roots. I'm seeing a lot having to do with the root chakra as well. You're pulling that out in order for you to sprout. You're pulling out all like these like unnecessary patterns and habits, mentalities, vibrations that used to hold you back as an individual. Yeah, because you're recognizing your self-worth. You're stepping into your power. You're realizing like, ah, shit, like I am worthy of this stuff. It's like I've been getting in my own way because I thought like I didn't deserve it or I wasn't worthy. I was letting other people's opinions and thoughts like thinking that they knew better for me, but actually I knew better the whole entire time. And I've been downplaying myself. So now this is why Spirit's like showing you like, you know what? Yes, let's end this cycle. Let's end this because it ends with us. So that way we don't repeat it into the next lifetimes. If you decide to reincarnate, because you never know. But you're going to release that karma. So that way that karma like stops repeating itself, especially in your lineage, in your DNA, and in your ancestors. You're finally recognizing that you're worthy of that throne. There is a reason why the divine designated this throne to you. There's a reason why they put you in the certain path, gave you the certain downloads and ideas and inspiration, because they knew that there was a higher reason as to why you were given this stuff. 722, as I'm saying, is that you were given the tools so that way you can build with them. So that way you can handle certain situations. That's why the divine put you in certain situations and circumstances with people. This is why the divine was like, okay, well, I'm going to show you what this thing does to you. So that way you know better what not to accept and tolerate anymore in your life. This can go for family, relationships, friends, communities, or just in the way that you act in your day-to-day behaviors when it comes to your passions and how you get in your own way by, you know, allowing these insecurities to rule over your life and you getting in your own way. And I'm getting the sensation like you self-sabotage. You self-sabotage because you're overthinking it. You're thinking like maybe it's not going to work out. Maybe I did the wrong decision. Let the divine show you if this is meant to be for you. Let them decide for you. Don't decide for yourself. Now, if your gut and your intuition is letting you know like, hey, it's a bad idea, then yes, by all means, listen to it. But if it's seriously just something that you're overthinking or you're feeling unsure of because it's the unknown, that's where you're sabotaging yourself and that's where you're getting in your own way. And this could literally be a new endeavor, a new job opportunity that's presented itself to you, or maybe just a new idea. Let it flourish. Let it grow. Don't just strip it out of the ground and just be like, it didn't do much. You got to water it. Just like you got to water yourself and, you know, encourage yourself and be positive towards yourself and talk to yourself nicely to remind yourself that, yo, I am worthy of a great life. Fuck what anybody got to think about me. At the end of the day, it's my joy over anybody else's joy. Other than that, I feel like that's enough for this reading. And if it resonates, it resonates. And if it doesn't, leave it at the window. Do not force it. And let's see what the fortune cookies got to say. Because last time, they called people out. All right, fortune cookies. Let's see what the fortune cookie has to say. Oh my God. Okay, so this is what this fortune cookie says. Your best investment is in yourself. Period. Period. Let's see. You will stumble into the happiness of your life. So if this is no other coincidence, I don't know what is. But, you know, it is what it is. And I hope this helps you out. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And thank you for tapping in. Bye.